sometimes as a young adult you get confused on what to do and what not to do. You even get worried about what will happen tomorrow or what will not happen tomorrow. Like, it's the fear of the unknown, the fear of the future. You just want to know how you turn out in the future, things like that. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Onyii. In this video I'll be sharing with you guys how to invest in yourself. For you to be a better version of yourself, you need to invest in yourself, both mentally, physically, emotionally. In fact, ask anyhow you can, but you need to invest in yourself. For you to grow to a better version of yourself, you need to invest in yourself. The first thing you should consider is to think about the kind of life you want to live. You can't just be living aimlessly, like you just sleep and wake up every day. You don't have any goals, any aspirations, anything you just want to do with your life. I'm not saying have it all figured out, because I don't think anyone ever has it figured out, but you at least know what you want and what you don't want. That is the first step to take while investing in yourself. You need to think about the kind of life you want. What are the things you want out of life? What are the things you want to achieve? How do you want to make impact in the society? You just need to think about all these things. Once you have an idea of the way you want your life to go, how you want to live your life, every other thing has a way of falling into place. The next thing, after thinking about the kind of life you want, the next step is to work towards it. You can't just think about the kind of life you want and then go to sleep and expect a miracle to happen. If wishes were horses, so you need to put in the work. You want this out of life, yes, you need to put in the work. You can't just sit down and be waiting for a miracle to happen. It doesn't happen that way. It's when you put in the work. You have to work hard and smart. It's not just working hard. You can just be working hard and then you're not achieving anything. You need to work hard and smart to be able to achieve those things you want. The next step you need to take is to read books. You guys, do not underestimate the importance of reading. Reading really helps a lot, because whatever it is you're going through now, someone has already gone through it. Someone has already written about it. So why not just learn from their own experience and find a way to incorporate it in your own life? So you need to read books that will help you develop whatever kind of books. You need to be reading. You can't just be living life without reading. You need to be reading. As you're reading books about self-development, reading books about different kind of things, you need to also practice what you learn. Practice what you learn. You can, if you like, read 1,000 books about self-development. If you do not practice the things you learn from the book, you're still going to be in the same spot where you were before even reading the book. So if you're not going to practice what you're reading, there's no point wasting your time. It's just like you just read and drop it there and nothing. You're not making any headway in life. So you need to read books, and as you're reading the books, you're practicing what you're reading as it concerns your lifestyle. The next step you need to take is to evaluate your circle. See, if you're the smartest person in your circle, that should tell you that it's time to migrate. It's time to leave that circle. I'm not saying you should now become enemies with those people, or you should now start fighting them or start looking down upon them. No. Once you realize that you are now the smartest person in your circle, just know that it's time to move. Like, you need to grow. For you to grow, you need to leave that circle. And that doesn't mean that all of you have become enemies or you start looking down on them. No, it's just that everybody is on a different journey. We are all on different paths. So if you're in a particular place which is no longer benefiting your growth, it's time to move to another place where you can grow. First, you feel apologetic for leaving your circle of friends or from moving on, but at some point you understand that this is what you actually need to do to be able to grow as a human being, because as a human being there's always room for growth. You can't just be stuck in one place and be expecting a miracle to happen unless you don't have any goals or aspiration. Like, you don't even have anything at all you want to achieve in this life, so you are just there, anything that comes. Another point is to focus on your own journey. Everybody is on a different path. You might have a best friend now. Two of you might decide that, okay, we are going to study the same thing. You come out in the same year in school and everything, but what you want out of life is different from what they want. There are no two persons that want the same thing out of life. Okay, so you should focus on your own journey. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel like the world is collapsing before you. Don't feel like everything is moving on for every other person except you. Don't feel dejected or depressed like things aren't working out for you. It's not magic, it's turn by turn. Once it's your own turn, your own will happen. So you shouldn't feel pressure from others. If you see others doing big things, you will now be feeling so sad and bad that things aren't going your way or things like that. You should always remember that we are all on a different journey. You shouldn't let other people's success pressure you. You can draw inspiration from others, but don't even bother to envy those people. Don't envy anybody, because you don't even know what people are going through. You don't have to envy them. You don't have to feel pressured that things are going well for others while it's not going well for you. You need to know that you're on a different journey. You need to keep reminding yourself that you're on a different journey. You can draw inspiration from others, you can learn from others, but don't ever feel the need to be in a competition with any person. It doesn't always turn out well. So focus on your own journey, mind your own business, like mind the business that pays you, because if you keep looking sideways, you might end up following someone else to their own destination instead of focusing on your own path. And if you follow someone else to their destination, once you reach that destination, you won't feel fulfilled, because that is not what you want. It's just that you derailed along the line and you ended up going to their own destination while leaving your own destination. So it's okay to look sideways sometimes, look sideways and draw inspiration, but it shouldn't be some kind of pressure, like you're pressuring yourself. Mr. A is achieving this, Miss B is achieving this, meanwhile you feel like you're stuck. Just keep working hard. You know, if you're working hard, you know within yourself. If you're working hard and smart, if you're doing the things you're supposed to do, you will know, because your instincts will tell you that you are on the right track. But if you just keep looking sideways, you might lose focus and follow someone else in the course of their own journey. Another point which I'd like to make is learn how to clap for others. Learn to clap for others. If something is happening for the person beside you, learn to tell them congratulations. Learn to be genuinely happy for others, because that something happens to the person next to you, that means good thing is around the corner, and very soon it's going to be your turn. But if you start envying others in their winning season, you don't even know what they went through behind closed doors. You just assume that they just woke up and things started happening for them. So learn to clap for others. Learn to be genuinely happy for others. Learn to be content with what you have. You will have peace of mind. But if you are a bad belly, like anytime good things happen for your neighbors, you're like keeping your face like, why should you be your neighbor? Why is it not you? This one, that one. If you continue on that path, it's not going to work out for you, honestly. The last thing I would like to add is get rid of your entitlement mentality. Like, you shouldn't feel entitled to other people's success, other people's money. You shouldn't feel entitled, really, in whichever aspect you decide to look at it from, because you don't know what that person went through. You don't know their journey, you don't know their story. You just see them every day and you assume that they just woke up and things started happening for them. You now start feeling entitled that this should have been you, or you now start expecting them to offer you their blessings or something like that. You should get rid of your entitlement mentality. Life is not that complicated. It's we human beings that always make life complicated for us. You should get rid of your entitlement mentality. If something is not for you, it's not for you. No matter how hard you try, it's not going to be yours. Get rid of your entitlement mentality and have peace of mind. Don't be a bad belly. Don't be someone that if something good is happening for somebody, they will not want to tell you, because they know you'll be offended by the good things that's happening for them. You shouldn't be that kind of person, really. It's not okay to be that kind of person. So you should learn to grow, learn to invest in yourself, learn to be the best version of yourself. That way you get to live a happier life. So that will be all for this video. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you got one or two things from it. Subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. You can share to your friends, to your siblings, whichever one you decide to do. But thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I don't know if this is where I belong.